Hello again, and welcome back to Keth Plays Dungeon Defenders. Last video we went ahead and played the Magus Quarters. This time we're going to be doing the Alchemical Labratory. That is a level that has a boss on it, so I said last video we were going to talk about upgrading items, and we are going to do just that. So here's that Sturdy Seraphim, the item I got. It has 4 upgrade levels. The way to upgrade, well, let's talk about what to upgrade on your items. If you are doing, you want to upgrade your DPS, you want to just do pure damage. Your damage one here, in this case range damage because we're a range class, is the thing to upgrade. You'll also be able to upgrade these different stats, your area of effect and all that, whatever other stats it has on it. Now, 2 ways to upgrade. Either you can click invest, and as you click, it'll invest mana. Or you can hit invest all, and that'll go ahead and invest everything to the next level. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our damage there. Or you can turn on pro mode. The way pro mode works is when you click, it invests the mana. So it's going to go ahead and invest that 540 mana right in there as soon as you click. It won't let you do pro mode on the last level for some reason. So you got to go ahead and click invest all on that one. You can rename it. We'll say... YouTube DPS. Just to know what it is. I just leave my items the same. If you have like tower sets like armor and you want to separate it, it's nice to say like DPS set or tower set or whatever. So that is kind of handy to have, but you got to get to the last level to upgrade. Also, it'll say up here where it says Forged by Unknown. That last level is going to say Forged by Lena, and that's going to last no matter what. If I sell this item and you buy it, it's going to tell you that I'm the one that did it. So that's kind of nice. Once you get into the trading and selling scene. So, like I said, I wouldn't worry about that until you start getting into the godly items and stuff like that. So, because I had so much mana, I have no idea how much mana I had. I've earned on this character, but let's go ahead and talk about pets since I've got them here, and there's a couple cheap ones. So you can see different pets. You can look at the item info. So Draco shoots fireballs at your opponent. That's kind of nice to know because when you start upgrading their damage, you need to know what they do. I've accidentally bought a couple of pets that don't do anything. So the dragons shoot fireballs. These birds, I believe, shoot lightning. Hurls arrows at your opponent. So, fire damage pets are actually going to be less effective to fire mobs. So bear that in mind. So this one requires level 12. That was the one I was planning on buying because he's got a couple of tower stats. So does this one. This guy has negative... That's negative to hero damage. I don't want that because we're going into fighting a boss. So, and services I won't waste any time on. So, at any rate, that's how you upgrade items. It'll upgrade your DPS a little bit. Let's see what my DPS is actually. 76. Look at that. You're jealous. I know you are. 70. It looks right about 70. So. It's not going to be great, but hey, it's better than what we had. So, Alchemical Labratory. This one has 4 different choke points that we're going to worry about, plus we got to worry about the boss. And he comes down and makes a mess of your towers real quick, fast, and in a hurry. This may be the first level you have any troubles with, and it's because of that boss. Don't feel bad. He owned me the first couple of times I tried this map. He just comes down and he lays down these trails of fire and they destroy your towers, and then mobs get through your defenses and start killing your crystal, and the next thing you know, you're dead. So, we're going to go ahead and put walls up here. We're going to go ahead and put a magic missile tower directly behind it. Same thing on this staircase. Oh, great, that beam's right in my way. There we go. And magic missile behind it. You'll notice that as we get higher level, our stuff is starting to expand. I got a little bit more distance than I did when we first started, so not a huge concern. In case you're wondering why I'm putting these walls a little bit further back than you would think. You'd think I'd put them up here right at the front. That comes with, once you get necromancers coming around and some of the other types of mobs, they won't come around that corner to attack. They'll just stop and start sending their minions. Or archers will just stand back here and shoot. So you definitely want to put them back a little bit so it forces that mob to come up and turn this corner in order to attack, and then he gets hit by your tower. So we'll go ahead and G up, get started. We need to get some more mana so we can start placing a few more towers. There is 7 waves on this one, so that's new. There'll be more and more waves as we move on. There's going to be more difficult waves. We're going to get new mobs, stuff like that. Go ahead and charge up, come over here and own these guys. Because why not? I'm bored anyway. And archers! Oh, and I got shot. That's why not. In case you were wondering, that's why you don't go out and attack. Why are my towers having issues here? That's okay. We're going to put a tower right here on the corner, facing this way. You know what? We'll turn it in a little, because it's not going to hit anything firing around that corner, and then hopefully if the boss comes around, it'll hit him. So, definitely, good to think about the placement of your towers and why you're placing things the way you are. We want it behind the tower just so it doesn't take cleave damage or something. We want it facing this way because when the boss comes, he's going to be inside this center ring here where I am. And hopefully if he moves a little bit out of the way, those towers will hit him and it'll help me. So, that's my reasoning behind that. We'll go ahead and do the same thing back here. Put fireball tower right there on the corner, turn it inwards like that. Plus, it's going to, if it tries to fire past this corner anyway, odds are the fireball's going to hit right here and not hit the mob directly. So, and since they're going to come around those corners anyway, let's let them do that. There we go. Collected all the mana, grabbed every chest but this one. We'll go ahead and G up, keep moving this thing along. And I think we're probably going to put another magic missile down, probably right in front of that fireball tower on each side. It's probably going to take a little cleave damage, but heck with it. Let's see how they do. Worst case scenario, I can always sell them off and build new ones. And I'm actually going to take damage. It looks like, yep. Afraid of that. Stood back a little bit more. Same thing, I think 2 magic missiles, 2 fireball towers are going to be plenty. Grab some of this mana up. Upgrade. You'll get to a point where you have so much mana on the ground that it starts disappearing. That's why I'm using this mana and upgrading. Because if you get too much and it starts going away, then you can't use it. So go ahead and spend that mana that's on the ground during the waves. It definitely will do nothing but help you. And that way you get a little bit more. Let's go ahead and grab this chest here. Looks like I got an upgrade. Let's take a look at that. It's an upgrade, but not really. And we'll come over here. Upgrade that fireball tower, grab this chest, the extra mana that's laying around. I see no more upgrades on the ground. We're going to go ahead and G up, keep this moving. This boss wave is going to take a while, and I don't really want to cut the video. So, we'll go ahead and upgrade during the waves. If you do go ahead and G up and there's still chests out, bear in mind that when the wave ends, these are going to get replaced, so that mana will be completely wasted. Just a tip for you. Ooh, explosion. Saw that coming as soon as I jumped. Ooh, another upgrade there. Looks like another staff. Maybe it'll be better. Let's see if I can see real quick. Ooh, that is better. I like that. Unfortunately, I can't equip it yet. You gotta go ahead and upgrade that wall, upgrade this tower. Get everything to level 1. You shouldn't need to upgrade more than that for these first couple levels. But if you want to, and you got the mana laying around, go nuts. You know, who am I to stop you? As we can see, these towers are still doing pretty good here. Not having any issues with the mobs whatsoever. I'm not going to worry about putting extra towers back here. These two areas don't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic. So we're not going to worry about upgrading them. I'm also not worrying about healing during the boss wave. You're definitely going to want to, and I actually don't have my heal spell bound to my hotkeys. Let's go ahead and fix that. The 33 there is going to tell you that's how much it's going to take you to heal from what damage you're at currently to full health. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about it because it's not the boss wave, and I'm not worried about taking any more damage. I'm going to play a little bit smarter than I have been. What do we got? Upgrade. Ooh, that does more fire damage, but that's hero stats on there that I'm not overly concerned about. And where was this one here? The upgrade that I liked? Oh, those were hero stats on there. But it's got multiple projectiles plus projectile speed. Let's see what this one is. That one has tower health upgrade. Multiple projectiles, slow projectile speed. I don't really like that at all. Well, I've got extra. Let's go ahead and upgrade these fireball towers to level 2. Do some more damage. And spend this mana that's still floating around. Gather all that up. As you can see, I can now hold 260. The more we level up, the more mana we're going to be able to hold. I'm going to go ahead and repair. See, I knew these magic missiles were going to take a little bit of damage, but oh well. Not super concerned. Alright, got all the mana that was laying around, checked for all the upgrades, gonna go ahead and G up, keep moving. Grab this, ooh, look at that. It reduces my tower stats. Hey, look at that, 2 upgrades, and not an upgrade, and not an upgrade. So, you have to decide what you want to upgrade. You know, that's ultimately on you. If you want to be a DPS character, you want to focus on hero stats, you know, do that. So I see no point in focusing on hero stats. It would help me out here on this boss wave. That's why I'm placing these towers facing in, by the way, is when this boss comes, I need a little extra DPS on him. These little electrical doohickeys look like Frankenstein's monster. Those you're actually going to damage during the boss fight, and they will stun him, and he will take extra damage. And that's going to be your main way of getting to him. So those are going to play a serious role once we get to the boss, which will be after the next wave. So, and I think that's going to be enough, hopefully. I do have the extra defense units. I could probably put in some extra. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's put fireball towers. They've got longer range, do more damage. And I've got the extra defense units, so why not? Oh, I told you I was going to show you the electric tower. Let's do that, actually. 70U, I can fit it in. So I'm just going to build it, show you what it does, and then I'm going to sell it off. So the way this works is kind of like chain lightning in you know, in some of the RPGs you may have played. Somebody gets close enough, it's going to charge up, it's going to zap an arc and hit every single mob. There we go, look at that. And these things are nice to place in the center of your base when you're trying to get rid of stuff. We'll get to a level eventually that needs them. But they're real good at defending your crystal against spiders. Definitely love them for that. We got 8, and I don't have enough to summon anymore. Let's put another magic missile. And call it a day, so... This is going to be the boss wave. Like I said, it's going to be this big Balrog looking dude. He comes in, cleaves around. Ooh, I'll lose some tower damage, but gain hero... Nah. Ooh, look at that. Lose some, but gain tower attack rate. I can take that. Let's use that. Let's see if there's any more upgrades lying around. Do quick repairs here. And we'll go ahead and do some upgrading on these towers in here. Since we got the mana laying around, might as well anyway. It's only going to help during that boss fight. Those were those upgrades that they said were upgrades that I didn't like from earlier. How we doing back here? Nothing's taking damage. Good. Let's upgrade these two here. And go ahead and G up. Grab this chest. How are we looking? We are looking good. Oh, I got another 100. Let's upgrade this guy. Might as well use it. So... Still haven't gotten any comments or questions. You know, don't expect that. The channel's only, what, 2 days old now, so... but definitely, like I said, you know, if you do have questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, go ahead and post them in the comments. I'll definitely take a look at them and either respond to you there on the comments section, or, you know, if it's good questions, something that we can show you in the video, I'll probably just talk about it the next video. So, definitely willing to do that. Oh, hey, there's the necromancers. So, notice how he's just chilling back there, summoning skeletons to launch at my tower? Those guys become a pain just because of that. So, you actually, if your towers can't reach him where he's stopped, you're going to have to go out there and do some damage to him. So, thankfully, it looks like my fireball tower picked him off. But yeah, those guys are just a royal pain, especially on the harder difficulties, because they just stand back and skeleton after skeleton after skeleton after skeleton, and do a lot of damage to your walls, and that becomes a problem. So, let's see if we can upgrade these last couple of towers. It should heal me up before the boss, but I don't remember, so I'm going to go ahead and heal myself. We're going to go ahead and repair these towers since we're getting towards the end of the wave. What do we got here? Upgrade, nope. Just because if your towers go down, like I said, if they go down during the middle of a boss fight, these mobs are going to get through, they're going to do damage, because during the boss fight, you're still going to have these mobs to deal with. And so that's the positive side to doing a tower builder is, you know, your towers are doing all the damage, they're just, you know, you can sit and leave them be, whereas if you were a DPS hero trying to do this on your own, ooh, I like that upgrade. Hero run speed, plus a little less attack rate for my towers, but that extra run speed is definitely useful. So, here we go with the dang necromancers again. See what I said about how they'll stand and not getting hit? So, we'll actually just go over there and own him myself. Boom, sucker. Oh, I missed. Oh well, got him with that. Oh, didn't want to upgrade, want to repair. Repair. That's why I said those guys will just sit back and and summon minions until your walls go down. See, just like that guy's doing, but I'm going to leave him because he's going to come over here to attack me. It looks like. And it'll give me a chance because he's the last guy on the wave. Occasionally you'll get this. You'll get a guy that's stuck. And at the end of the wave. And that's kind of a nice thing because especially when you're timed in between your waves, when you get into the higher difficulties, you're going to want that extra time. Oh, what do we got here? Hero attack, nah. I got here. Ooh, look at that. Tower range. I do like that. Range is important. Tower health. Yeah, we'll take that too. Ooh, what was this? Did I look at that already? Ooh, run speed, more damage. We're going to go ahead and grab it. Just because. It's got more damage, and I'm going to want it on this boss fight. There we go. This is the guy I told you about. Little Balrog looking dude. Got two big old swords. Don't worry, he can't damage your crystal. These are those Frankensteinian looking things that you're going to want to damage. Like I said, once we take one of those towers out, it'll stun him and it'll give us a chance to DPS him. So that's what we're going to focus on, is getting these towers down. He's taking damage. That's a good thing, but he's beating on my towers. Come on, stun him. Stun him, stun him, stun him, stun him. There we go. Okay, maybe you gotta take out all four. It's been a while since I've done this guy. Oh! Well, he killed me, which would have been an issue. Because I was on hardcore, but thankfully my towers took him out, so go towers. And I got a level up out of that. What do we got? I already looked at that, looked at that. Plus, not to mention, beating the boss wave gives you items. So let's go over here and see what he gave me. Item box. Demonic heirloom. Look at that. That's nice. Requires level 14, but gives me some extra tower stats. Has a little less damage, but it does. This is poison damage there. That's nice. Some knockback, and actually upgrades my... lets me do some different... Oh, what am I thinking? Adds 2 projectiles, so I'll be shooting 3 at a time on there. And what was the other thing he gave me? Anything? Was that it? That's kind of nice. That'd be good for DPS, because you're trying to protect yourself from damage. But, oh well. Not good for me, because it'll get rid of that... Well, it's only 1 tower health. We'll keep the tower stats. So, there we go. First boss wave down. Kind of failed there at the end, but hey, you know, it happens. Thankfully, towers were able to take him out. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day. We'll continue in the next video. Good hunting, guys.